Hey, this is Kat from Red Mountain Shaman, and I share shamanic wisdom through dreams, visions, nature, synchronicities, intuition, channeling, art, music, photography, and shamanic journeys. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing 3 repeating synchronicities I experienced this week, as well as a couple intuitive epiphanies, and this will be followed by a short channeled message from the angelic collective, Ananda. The first repeating synchronicity was people randomly mentioning the skinwalker beings. This happened 3 times this week. The first time was at the river when an acquaintance shared a story about how he had personally seen a black shadow-like skinwalker figure with the backwards legs while he was hiking. The second time is when I went on an evening walk with my husband, and he mentioned he heard a story the night before on George Norrie's show about how a guy saw a skinwalker while hiking around the same area. And that person also said he had heard the sound of what sounded like children crying around that area. And both of these encounters were in the mountains around my home. So it was very unsettling. The third time it happened was when I was having a phone consultation with a client this week, and he brought up the skinwalker in conversation. So the Navajo tribe don't like to share their beliefs around this very much, but as far as I can tell, they believe that the skinwalkers are kind of like the opposite of a medicine man, almost like a witch working with dark magic rather than light magic. It seemed like these 3 occurrences of people mentioning this in a row this week, that Spirit had something to say about it. So I'll share the channeled message from Ananda in a moment, and they touch on this. The second synchronicity was that I came across a perfectly preserved dragonfly on my path while I was walking my dog. The next synchronicity this week was that I was watching my signs tarot reading this week, and at the end, she pulled a dragonfly charm from the trinket bowl. The dragonfly develops in water and flies in air, so it can be a symbol of being able to traverse dimensions, as it kind of lives in both elements, air and water. It's also a symbol of transformation. There's a bit more about this in today's transmission as well. The third synchronicity this week is that I keep seeing this number 1212. It happened about 4 or 5 times. 1212 can also represent transformation and spiritual awakening. It can also be about relationships and letting go of those who are just not supportive of your spiritual path, while surrounding yourself with people who you can truly unify with, transform with, and create with. It is a sign that you're on the right path to fulfilling your purpose. It can be about dreams or positive changes and new beginnings that may not have manifested yet, but are coming soon in divine timing. 1212 can be about letting go of worry. It can be about positivity and abundance. It can also be about not giving up as manifestations are close or in the works. I felt inspired for some reason to look up Revelations 12:12, and it reads, "And be so glad, you of the heavens, and all of you who live there. But how terrible for the earth and sea! For the devil has come down to you and is filled with rage, for he knows he only has a little time left." I feel like the fallen ones have been ruling this realm for a long time, and they're now raging right now because they are desperate to hold on to their power over this world. Those who are in heaven, I just take to mean as those who are in higher states of consciousness, that they have nothing to fear. One of the epiphanies I had was about the dream that I shared last week. In this dream, I shared that I saw 2 horses and that I realized that it had to do with the Chariot card. Well, this week, I realized that this is actually the card of the year. 2023 adds up to the number 7, and the Chariot is indeed the number 7 card in the deck. I feel this overall just has to do with the forward motion of energy for those who are focused on their goals and life purpose. Another thing that hit me this week was when another video showing the strange trumpet sounds all over the world popped up on my feed. I shared a transmission last week, and Yeshua was talking about where these trumpet sounds were coming from, if you want to go back and watch that. In this particular video, I saw there was a roaring sound at first, and I was thinking it sounded kind of scary, and I wasn't sure if it was benevolent, but then it hit me that this roaring sound right before the trumpet sound in this video was simply the Lion of Judah. Perhaps this roar is just warning humanity. Then I came across a message that I channeled a few years ago, back in 2020. And in this kind of like a journal entry, I was seeking guidance at that time because I was getting really frustrated that everyone around me was buying into what was being pushed at the time. So this message has to do with this lion energy as well. So I'll share an excerpt from this experience for you here. It's from July 16th, 2020, and it says, I was building my energy back up in meditation, and I opened my heart up to any benevolent spirit teachers for guidance. A lion appeared with an angel body. It looked exactly like the lion-headed angel that I saw in the clouds last year. The cloud was so clear it looked like an illustration. I was told he wanted to speak to me. He said, I am the Lion of Judah. I am connected to Yeshua. Many people think Yeshua is much more docile than he actually is. I am connected to your higher self's collective, Ananda. You stepped into this incarnation with lion energy. Sometimes that energy presents itself as protective or warrior-like, and it comes through in your voice as a roar. We commend you for using your unique voice in the world, but do not get too caught up in your frustration with what is going on around you. Remember what we told you before this crisis hit. A circle within a circle, or a corona, is a portal as shown in ancient cultures. Humanity has free will. As some choose to move through this portal of awakening, you cannot force them to be where they are not. Have patience, balance and center yourself. Speak your truth, but remain grounded in your own reality of peace. Allow for others to evolve in their own timing. So I think this is still to this day really great advice when we're getting frustrated that people aren't where we're at, or they're in a different space, that we just kind of need to let them go and develop our own reality of tranquility and peace. So the next thing I wanted to share was a message I received last night in the early hours of the morning. And this is from the Ananda Collective, as I said. And sometimes during these transitions, I interject a question. And in this one, about 3/4 of the way through, I asked the Great Spirit to come through about the land where I live. And so the source energy comes through at the end of this transmission. And this is what I heard. We are Ananda, and we have some information you might find interesting today. We wish to speak about the beings you know as skinwalkers. These beings are known in the Native American culture to be shapeshifters. They are nothing more than dark entities that are unfulfilled in their purpose. Some might refer to these beings as the shadow side of existence. These entities forage for food sources between dimensions. This is why you sometimes witness mysterious animal mutilations. As the frequency has risen on Earth, we are pleased to inform you that these beings are no longer able to reside in your dimension. As you have asked for them to be cleared, so it is. There has been several forces at play on your planet, as they have been allowed for a time to have their domain. As new portals of light are being opened, old portals of darkness are being closed. This is one of many ways that the energy is changing on Earth. Be not afraid, as so many different energies are still swirling about you, as you are highly protected during this final battle. Just as the inversion of light can exert their will, so can the true light of divinity, as justice and grace prevail. This is not to say that all darkness has vanished, but it is to say that there is a win for this particular subject. The forces of darkness are losing their grasp of influence and power over your realm. When you see the display of rainbow light, as you have several times, know that this is often the rainbow warrior energy coming through to acknowledge you. We are you, and you are us. As in heaven, so it is on earth. These rainbow displays of light in the clouds are also portals to new earth and carry the codes of love and harmony. They have been appearing to you in ceremony and at times when you are reaching out in communion with the heavens. As you continue to seek and engage in communion with the divine, you will continue to see signs and wonders that have been spoken of in the sacred scripts. Where is the star you saw last week, you ask? You look to the sky and it has gone. For the star is not a star, but a star being, an angel. Be mindful of all nature around you in these times of change. The Great Spirit is always speaking through organic creation, and even now wishes to speak. The land you reside on is a special place, and although all of Mother Earth is esteemed, America will be a forerunner of change, as it has been severely harvested by reapers who care only for their own welfare, wealth, and power, and are aware of its ultimate destiny. The time grows near when these harvesters will start reaping their true karma, as it is universal law that justice be balanced with mercy for my people who stand as sentinels of truth, love, health, happiness, and liberty. Be as the dragonfly as you develop your true potential as divine beings of light. Transform into new, luminous, interdimensional humans that walk the path of Christ consciousness as unity ensues among you. Find joy in your unique soul signature as you begin to fulfill your divine blueprints that are encoded within you. You will relish your new being as you shine with iridescence and your wings begin to unfold. Stay attuned to me as you move towards this beautiful end, which is in reality a new beginning. All of heaven awaits this joyous time, and even now you can live in joy. For my love is with you for time immemorial, and so it is. Thank you, Great Spirit, and thank you, Ananda. I think what they're saying is that through the rising frequencies and higher dimensional portals, that some of the darkness on the planet is being dispersed or removed, and certain energies are being escorted elsewhere. If you want to go check out Kimberly Palm's video she put out about a week ago, she has a video in which she visited France where Mary Magdalene had resided, and she has some photos of some of these portals that are really beautiful. And some people think that they're from metals in the sky, and maybe in some cases they are, but I think there could be maybe both. I'm not sure. But I know that whenever I see these rainbow things in the sky, it's just like colors. It's not like an arched rainbow. It's just like rainbow colors in the sky. It's always at times where I'm either in meditation and I'm reaching out to spirit, or I'm in ceremony. So to me, they're like interacting with me. Let's see. I feel like this process isn't over yet, and we're still in a final battle, but that the light is working behind the scenes as well as in the physical. So as light workers, we need to be the torchbearers of truth and light. In other words, be the lighthouse for others and be patient with everyone around you on their journey. If you're enjoying the content I provide on this channel, please press the notification bell so you can be alerted to my weekly videos. And please share them with like-minded people and groups. If you'd like to book your own personal session or channeled guidance from Spirit, you can just text me for a phone consultation on my contact page at redmountainshaman.com. If you just want to leave a comment or chat, the best place would be in the comment section of my videos, as I only use my email for outgoing written sessions. Have a great week, and I will be sharing a new video next weekend. Sending love to you all. Until next time, take care.